The new animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film is here, so let's see if Mutant Mayhem is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming content. After years of being sheltered from the human world, the Turtle brothers set out to win the hearts of New Yorkers and be accepted as normal teenagers. Every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans has one adaptation that they really love and that defines the Turtles for them. It may be the 80s cartoon or the 90s live action trilogy or the early 2000 animated series or even the Michael Bay produced live action films. I think young kids who are just discovering Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this will be their adaptation. Mutant Mayhem is one of the best films I have seen this year and one of the best animated films I have seen this year. I was really surprised with this film. The animation takes risks. It's very different from what you would expect from your typical animated film. But behind it is a story that works so well. The Turtles, they feel like teenagers. The live action trilogy in the 90s, the Michael Bay produced films, they don't feel like teenagers. They feel like adults. In this film, they casted younger actors to voice the Turtles. They feel like teenagers. They talk about pop culture. They do fun stuff on top of roofs at nighttime. They're just having a good time, but they want to be accepted by humans so they can go to high school and have friends. It's a really deep story for the Turtles. But the best thing about the adaptation of these characters is that they actually feel like teenagers. Most of the adaptations that I have seen, they don't feel like teenagers. They just feel like Ninja Turtles. And so I really love that they felt like teenagers in here. The comedy worked because it reminded me of when me and my friends were teenagers and dumb stuff that we did. It absolutely works in here, and the voice acting is perfect for these teenagers. So we have a chance for them to grow as well as they want to be accepted. The characteristics of the Turtles that we know and love is there. Michelangelo is still a lot of fun, and Raphael is tough but wants to be accepted. I love the journey for these characters and what they go through. When they meet the mutants in the film, so many mutants, from Superfly and Leatherhead, Rocksteady and Bebop. There are so many mutants that appear in here. And this is a chance for the Turtles to also be accepted and realize, hey, there's other mutants out there. But we realize that's their villain story comes forth from these other mutants. And so it's so cool to see other mutants that we haven't seen before in a Turtles film come out within this movie. And the voice acting from every single person, holy crap, there's a lot of people in here. I was surprised with the amount of celebrities they got for this film. Hannibal Buress, Rose Byrne, John Cena, Jackie Chan, Ice Cube, Post Malone, Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd, Maya Rudolph. There are so many people within this film, and a couple of them just have like a couple lines here and there, but like that's a large cast of people. And a lot of them have worked with Seth Rogen, who also co-wrote this film with Jeff Rowe, who directed Mitchell's vs. the Machines. And the animation for this feels pretty similar to Mitchell's vs. the Machine. It's not your typical animated film. A lot of times it feels like it's concept art brought forth on screen. Very heavy, exaggerated designs for these characters. It feels like it's sketchbook drawings that pop off of a book onto the screen. So the animation works a lot within here. It's rough at times, but you have that feeling that it is concept art, sketches, and it's really stunning. And I love that a lot of companies are taking risks with a lot of the animation. You're not getting your typical animated film. A lot of movies like Mitchell's vs. the Machines, Puss in Boots, Last Wish, the Spider-Verse films. A lot of animated companies are taking these big risks, and they're paying off because they are visually striking, and this film, the animation is just beautiful. Now, the story of the Turtles trying to be accepted is a very endearing story. It allows you to fully connect with the Turtles and watch their journey, understand who they are. There's enough time dedicated to each turtle to where their characteristics pop out, and then just a deep personal connection to wanting them to be accepted. It's a very relatable story, and at times very emotional to see their true feelings about being a turtle, a mutant turtle, and being sheltered from the human world and just wanting to be accepted. There's a lot of great action in here, a lot of the mutants fighting off against each other. It has a quick pace to it. It's absolutely hilarious as well. There's a lot of references to pop culture and old kung fu movies as well, and references to Jackie Chan, who voices Splinter within this movie. I was impressed with the comedy throughout. There's a lot of times I was just laughing, and everybody in the theater was just busting up laughing constantly throughout the film. I was surprised with some of the language. Kind of teeters along the line of PG and PG-13 with some of the words that they use, because I took my daughter to see this, and there was several times I was like, wow, they're really going for it. But overall, the film is really funny. From the Turtles to the mutants and the voice actors in here, they provide a lot of energy to bring that comedy throughout this movie. It feels like an earlier adaptation of the Turtles, really bringing out the brother connection. A lot at stake as well. It feels like an earlier adaptation of the Turtles. Some of the earlier television shows, it kind of feels reminiscent of that, but for a newer age. And the soundtrack, I was vibing with it. A lot of hip hop to it. Adds to the New York atmosphere of the film, but it adds a lot of energy to the movie and just keeps it fresh throughout. So overall, Mutant Mayhem, there's a lot that mixes to make it one of the better animated films I have seen this year. From the deeper connection to the characters, their personal journey of wanting to be accepted. April O'Neil was a lot of fun in here as well. The mutants in here, and the animation to it, it feels very rough and exaggerated. What you need for this kind of film. The villains in here are a blast. The whole movie is just really entertaining. It has a quick pace to it. It's absolutely hilarious. I think it's one of the better versions of the Turtles. Like I said, every person who enjoys the Turtles has that one interpretation of the Turtles that they grew up on and like more than others. I grew up with the 90s trilogy, and I hope that the people who go see this movie will grow up with this. There's already a sequel planned and a series bridging the connection between the first and second movie. So we're going to have a lot of turtle stuff coming soon, and I'm all for it because this movie is a lot of fun. I think the sequel can just be even bigger. So before I give you my score for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. In fact, to see where Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem ranks amongst all the other 2023 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem an A-. Thank you guys for checking out my review for the new Turtles film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.